passion was strong enough to see us through, just me and you. You hid your character flaw so well. You cast your spell and I couldn't tell. All the lies that I thought were true, and all this time I've believed in you. You made me think you had the heart of a better man, but now I'm seeing clear and I just don't want you here. You led me to believe our love would be worth the fight, but now I realize that you only make me cry. Happiness in my solitude, away from you, I've seen the truth. Sometimes pleasure can lead to pain. It's so insane to play these games. I'm better off being on my own, 'cause with you I felt so alone. You made me think you had the heart of a better man, but now I'm seeing clear and I just don't want you here. You led me to believe our love would be worth the fight, but now I realize you only make me cry for what we could have been. Cry, 'cause we cannot be friends. Cry, cry, cry. I always thought our love would last, but now it's just a memory from the past. You made me think you had the heart of a better man, but now I'm seeing clear. I just don't want you here. You led me to believe our love would be worth the fight, but now I realize you only make me cry. Hey everybody.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, how you doing?
Go ahead and talk your way into the chat room.
First of all,
Oh, thank you, love. How pretty those are.
you are pretty. Beautiful. All right, so
You're beautiful. Okay, so tonight we are. Turn off the server. Tonight we're going to be talking about patience, and you guys are going to have to be patient and talk to Chad for a second so I can finish going to get ready.
oh, come on.
You know, waiting on a woman.
Waiting on a woman. So, what about my patience? I don't have any patience. That's my problem.
You.
No, I don't have any patience. They're very, very little patience that I have. Let's see.
What's the hardest thing to keep patient on?
What's what?
The hardest thing for you to be patient about?
To be patient about?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Maybe waiting for something that you want?
Waiting for something that I want?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not very patient on that. Um, uh, but I have very little patience. What about you?
I've actually had to gain a lot of patience
You're
throughout
welcome.
throughout my life as a married woman. And stand up.
Ah.
Sorry. And to understand what patience is to one person, you have to understand what patience is to yourself. Because if you have a lot of patience and then the other person has no patience, then that can be a conflict too. There are a lot of ways that you can become patient with one another. My sister always told me that you have to be more willing to focus on your love for the person rather than the situation. And when I've done that, I know it's helped out a lot more than not. And also determining on what the other person's actually going through as opposed to just what you're going through. But you
No,
have to get something.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just don't.
You have a lot of stuff.
I'm impatient for a lot of things. Um, I've always been told I didn't have a lot of patience. Be patient.
Okay, so on quoteling.com, it says, "Be patient. Things are changing for the better, even though it doesn't feel that way." What about that? Because you don't like change unless you're the one changing
No, I don't have a change.
it.
I hate
That's not
change.
true. You changed a lot.
I mean, I don't like that word. There's change,
Oh,
like
yeah.
change. I don't like that. Because you get in the rhythm of doing something and then it changes this thing.
It's like, why? It was going so well.
Yeah. But yeah, changing for our relationship was good. That was awesome. What else?
With the kids, I mean, they're changing all the time just because they're getting older.
I'm impatient with kids too.
We're talking about patience, not impatience.
Oh.
Just like the fact of understanding the kids, and they're all totally different.
Yeah.
I mean, they all have similarities, but to become more patient with them, it takes patience with yourself, for one.
Yeah.
And it's just something that, sorry, this feels like it's like foggy. Oh, look, that's much better.
Oh, yeah.
It just seems like you finally get them down, like where you can totally understand what they're doing, and then hormones kick in, and you're like, "What happened? What? Who are you, and what have you done with my child?"
Yeah.
And and I'm sure men feel like that sometimes with their spouses. And have you ever felt like that with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. When and I was pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was I ornery?
No, you weren't bad. A little bit. But
A little bit.
I should have patience. So
Yeah.
I should have patience.
That would have been good.
Yeah. Tough subject.
But
Patience.
not really. I mean, everybody's got to deal with it in some form or another. But how do you guys deal with like with being patient with your kids or with your spouse or with at your job or anything like that? What kind of things do you guys do um, in order to have more patience with
someone that you love or care about, or just someone that you work with? Is there anything that you specifically do? I know I have to pray a lot in order to just deal sometimes with stuff that's going on in the house.
That brings it.
Yeah.
What else? Trying to be patient with our president. Well, he's not my president, but yeah.
With the guy that's in the office, whatever office it is.
Sleepy office.
He's in the napping department.
The whole.
Never
mind. I'm sorry.
Okay, you were not going political. Okay, so it says on motivating force, it says be patient. Sometimes you have to go through the worst to get the best. And that actually might be right now, actually.
Yeah.
With a lot of things that are going on in the world,
yeah.
Being patient to, find out when things are happening, what things are happening, how long it's going to take. And as long as we can stay strong and know that, God's got this, then I think we'll come out stronger in the end. On the other side, not the end, but on the other side.
Yeah.
And when people decide to finally see the love that they have for others, or the influence that others might have on them, I think that also helps with their ability to be patient with each other. I know that that's helped me a lot with you, and with the kids too. Even with my parents, with my family. Like, for instance, my parents will call me when they have an issue with their computer stuff or being able to find something, or something's gotten disconnected or anything. And a lot of times, kids nowadays are like, just ask Google, just do this, just do that. But a lot of times parents don't know how to do that. And they're just like, what does this mean? Go ask Google. Anyway. And, and you have to kind of talk the way through it. And sometimes you have to repeat yourself, 5 or 6 times. And
the kids and the husband.
And the parents. Yes. And it's just, it's an interesting factor, but it's something that we all have to do at some point. I'm going to go ahead and play this song because Chad really wanted it to be played tonight.
Beautiful song.
The whispers in the morning of lovers sleeping time are rolling by like thunder now as I look in your eyes. I hold on to your body and feel each move you make. Your voice is warm and tender, a love that I could not forsake, 'cause I'm your lady and you are my man. Whenever you reach for me, I'll do all that I can. Lost is how I'm feeling, lying in your arms. When it's too much to take. That all ends when I'm with you. Even though there may be times it seems I'm far away, never wonder where I am, 'cause I am always by your side, 'cause I'm your lady and you are my man. Whenever you reach for me, I'll do all that I can. We're heading for something, somewhere I've never been. Sometimes I am frightened, but ready to learn of the power of love. The sound of your heart beating made it clear suddenly. The feeling that I can't go on is light years away. 'Cause I'm your lady and you are my man. Whenever you reach for me, I'll do all that I can. We're heading for something, somewhere I've never been. Sometimes I am frightened, but I'm ready to learn of the power of love. Power of love. Sometimes I am frightened, but I'm ready to learn of the power of love.
Haven't had a lot of patience for that squeaking.
It's true.
Freaking dog.
My dog, our
Just want to say
dog.
hi,
back
Lisa
then.
Prucci. How you doing? Nice to see you.
Haley. Oh. Oh man. Baby
Bloopers.
shark, doo, 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 doo,
Hey, maybe we should play that.
doo. Get some hits on it. Okay, where'd it go?
I don't know.
Yeah, Lisa. This laughed out loud, and then she said, "Way to put him on the spot." I
Right?
know, right? That's what I do. Put him on the spot.
Keep me on my toes.
And then she said that she completely stopped speaking before she says something mean instead of useful. Wait a few minutes and try again. That is very good.
Very good.
Very,
Lisa.
very good.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's really hard sometimes, especially in the heat of the moment when you're just like both arguing and you're just like, just stop. And especially even when like you're talking about the same thing, but one of you isn't willing to see the other side of that they're saying the same exact thing. That just means they're not listening. And what about, let's see, what other things do you guys, do you guys have questions for us? I don't know if you have questions for us. If you do, you ask them. We'll answer them to the best of our abilities. Um, let's see. When a lot of times, the best one that I go to is his Heavenly Father, of course, and ask him to help me with the patients or help me to understand what is going through someone's head when I'm dealing with them in this kind of way. This one?
No, that's good.
Can you read it? Yeah.
I can't see.
You can read that.
Uh-huh.
And why'd you point it out if you couldn't read it?
Because it looked long.
It looked important,
It looked
he
important.
says. It says, impatience is the root of all your problems. You cannot force life to give you answers. You must let them unfold before you. And I don't know who said that. It was just on there. I think she's still on. Lisa, if you're still on, you can keep them coming, lady.
We need questions.
We need questions and answer time. If you have a question, please ask. Here's a question. Why do we do the podcast?
To have fun. And just
To show more patience.
to show more patience. Just to have fun and try to talk to people. Why not?
Get out of our comfort zone.
Yes, get you out of your comfort zone. Because there's people watching you.
Always watching.
Always watching.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. Words.
Words. And more words.
Speaking more words
Well, patience.
is a virtue.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if I can find that clip.
What clip for what?
For Brigoletto.
Patience. Hopefully you guys have patience with my blockage of my brain.
Blockage of your brain?
Yeah. When you ask me questions, I go blank. A very good co-host, but I will be.
Also, to build up that.
Yes. Right now I'm doing my biggest fear. Like some people have fear of spiders or
You do have fear of
snakes.
spiders.
Exactly. But I face them. You just have to face them. I hate being in front of people talking.
You really don't, though. He really doesn't. Like every time that we have gone in front of people, every time that we have gone in front of people, he's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm like, just get up there with me. You don't have to do anything. And then he takes over. And then I'm just like, you don't want to do this, huh? Mm-hmm. And I'm just sitting there. Okay, I guess he will talk the whole time. Well, come on. Talk.
Yeah. Well, patience is. We should have more than patience.
Okay. What's another virtue?
Romance?
Romance is not a virtue.
Oh.
You have to have patience in romance too, because sometimes the other doesn't know what you find romantic.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you do podcasts? You guys usually do podcasts.
You agree?
Yeah.
We like doing podcasts. One, it's really fun, especially when people interact. Ahem. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's for you guys.
Okay.
When I don't think I could find that in this past. But anyways, if any of you have ever seen Rigoletto, the movie from it's a feature films movie. They're talking about patience and his servant guy, handman guy. What do they call them?
What?
He's like his butler slash
Butler.
piano player guy slash
I was gonna say something, but
first man or whatever, because he was a king, right? A prince or something
I don't know. I can't remember.
in the
I
show.
think so.
He was a prince and like the guy that helps him with everything, like his first hand man or something.
Butler? I don't know. So,
He's his butler. He's his like butler. He's his chauffeur. He's everything.
so he's a mom.
He's a mom, but he's a guy. But anyways, no, not a mom. But he's like, patience is a virtue. And then Rigoletto comes back, patience is a virtue. And he like throws a book at his head. He's like, I never. He goes, you should never. Never.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But I always remember patience is a virtue. I thought that was funny.
See, we had questions last time that we could read.
True. You did?
Yeah, remember we did the.
Oh, that's right, with the date night cards. Oh, we still have those.
Yeah.
We could do some of those.
Let's do some of those. Because I was unprepared, as always.
Not as always.
Yes, like it's school.
Manifestation.
I know, but in school, it's the same way.
Manifestation. Don't say it's always, or else it will be always. Okay. Oh, we already did that one. How did that one get in the middle?
I don't know.
Okay, that one. Need your glasses?
No. Yeah. Describe a special memory of the time spent with your mom or dad as a child.
Here you go.
That's your question.
Oh, it's for me.
It's like a game show.
I have a lot of them. I especially loved whenever my dad would read to us from his magic book.
Mm-hmm.
He would. He's very animated, and so he would do all the noises and everything, and
Yeah.
he'd go, you guys want to listen to a story? And we'd be like, yeah. And then he'd go, okay, you have to be quiet though. And you can't tell anybody where this is. And he, like in the air, he'd just be like, he'd get the key out of his pocket, and he'd go, and he'd go, and he'd pull out this big book, and he'd go, oh, it's heavier than I thought. And he'd go, and we'd all go.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Blowing out the dust, and then he'd go through the stories, and he'd go, "This is really good." And then he would start acting like he was reading it and everything. And we all thought that he actually had a magic book. And I remember asking him once, "Dad, where do you get the magic book?" And he goes, "Oh, it's magic, James. I can't tell you."
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
He's a good
he's
soul.
always been a good sport when it came. Like we would do rubber band wars where we'd set up all the army men.
Mm-hmm.
We had this rock wall. It was like the lava rock, and it was above our fireplace. And he'd set up the little army men everywhere, and then we'd like shoot down the well, it was when we were little, when they had that lava rock on the wall,
right?
And then we would shoot down the army men until one day my dad shot his eye out a little bit. He like tore his retina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but what's cool is they wanted to like shoot it up with steroids and stuff, and instead they put a poultice on it, so like a bunch of veggies and herbs and stuff, and put it on there, and it healed up and everything on its own.
It's pretty amazing what that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. What about you? I have Baby Shark in my head. Baby Shark,
don't do it.
Baby Shark,
Special memory.
I know you all want to hear that.
With your mom or dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. As a kid, my mom would always take us to the lagoon or Took us all over camping. Green River was probably the funnest.
Mm-hmm.
We'd go camping and swim in the Green River all day, and
That's cool.
yeah, it was fun. Get sunburnt, then go home. And,
You get sunburnt?
Yeah.
When you
Back
guys are
when-
sunburnt, that's
back
when we
when-
go home.
you know,
When
we'd all
sunburnt
ride in the
was
back
okay.
of the truck from Green River all the way to East Carbon.
Yeah. It's like
Those
an
were
hour
good
and a half.
times. Oh yeah, yeah. Times have changed.
Now it's illegal. I think.
Yes.
Wait, gotta read the bottom thing.
Yes, too little.
Okay, when
I'm
you
blind.
have brought up kids, there are memories you store directly in your tear ducts. That's by Robert Brault.
Who was it by?
Robert Brault? What are you doing?
I'm doing some of that. It's my glasses. There we go.
That's your glasses?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to show you.
No, no, no.
Oh, quit.
That's not any better.
Oh, that's way better.
Are you serious? That is smaller.
No, it isn't.
He's putting his phone over it.
I hate glasses.
That is small. Just put your glasses on. If I could find them.
Okay, whose marriage do you most admire? What elements of their relationship would you like to see in ours?
That's a good question. Actually, we've talked about this a lot.
Have we?
Mm-hmm. I would have to say, just kind of, and it's not even necessarily someone else's marriage. It's about just how my dad would be with us girls.
Yeah.
And how he would teach the boys to treat the women with respect, kind of thing. And how, he won't let us. He would. I mean, it's not like he would let us open the doors, but he would show us that he wanted to open the door for us. Like if we opened the car door before he got to it,
Mm-hmm.
he'd like the pouty face, and he'd be like, I wanted to open that for you.
Mhm.
And we're like, sorry, shut the door. Anyway,
Yeah, he's pretty good.
like,
Pretty good like that.
yeah. And then you've started doing that a lot too, and I appreciate that. And so we've actually.
Well, I did it before, but not continuously.
It was rare before.
Rare in.
Rare and a lot. And now it's been really awesome. And I think I think it has a lot to do with how much you cherish the other person and how much you want to show them how much you want to appreciate them.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And
I got it.
let's see. How about you?
Let's see. Oh, that's a good question. My parents were divorced.
So am I.
Yeah, but let's see. I don't know.
That was also after. With his. What are you doing up here,
You want to leave the
Missy?
bottom because I can't read them.
What are you doing? Did you guys take her potty before you took her downstairs? You did? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, be nice.
Here. Thank you.
Be nice.
Yeah. She just jumped on. Yeah.
Happy is the man who finds a true friend, and far happier is he who finds that true friend in his wife. Franz Schubert said
Pretty good.
that.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
It is.
Okay. At what times are you the most attracted to me?
At what times?
Mhm.
24/7. That's easy.
From morning till dusk.
Exactly. That's the truth.
And I would have to say when you're being respectful and nice,
Yes.
and not when you're being ornery and mean.
So you're saying never?
You're not never.
I'm just kidding.
No, just
That was
like,
a joke.
I know, because I think that for me at least, that makes a big difference. Is if I'm feeling
Yeah.
respected.
Yeah.
I mean, you're always handsome, and all that other stuff that I don't want to get into online.
Yeah.
But you know, I've always found you attractive no matter what. But it's just, I think it's just more of like a saddening thing when the unriness comes out, and you know,
Damn
and
you,
so that
unriness.
dampers that factor.
Yeah.
Says, let the wife make the husband glad to come home, and let him make her sorry to see him leave.
Not the other way around.
Martin Luther, yeah.
Not
the other way around.
Hey, don't you have to go to work? I will see you later.
I'll see you later. Martin Luther said that, actually.
Martin Luther King?
It just says Martin Luther. It could be Martin Luther King. I think there's another Martin Luther, though, isn't there?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, what is your greatest source of stress right now?
The politics stuff that's going on.
Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of everybody's stress.
And the COVID crap.
I don't know. Our town's doing really good with
Yeah.
that stuff, though.
Oh, yeah, it's
Like,
awesome.
they did what was that thing? The mandate. They lifted the mandate for our county or something
I don't know.
on March 1st.
You said it would be.
And so,
Thought somebody
like,
said.
people can still do it if they want to, but it's not mandated by any means.
And if I ain't mistaken, somebody said April 1st
Yeah.
it's going to be.
In the state of Utah, they're supposed to be.
Where did we hear that?
It was on a thing, and Marcel also told us that.
Oh.
Yeah. I saw it on 2 different things.
Well, that's good. But, you know, some of the things that's out there.
We're just going to hope that it does.
I know.
Put it out there that it will.
Would already.
Okay, and how can I support and encourage you?
Keep doing what you're doing.
I will keep doing what I'm doing.
You always encourage me and support me all the time.
I would think.
Even in my bad days, you still support me. Sometimes I don't use the old thinking.
Well, you use it. It's just confused with the other, I think. But like Bruce was telling us today, like how your brain just kind of goes off and off and off and off.
Off and off and off?
Yeah, it does that too. Like it keeps going and going and going and going. You know, what are they thinking of me? Why are they thinking of me? What is going on? And then, wait, what am I thinking? What are they doing? Stuff like that.
You're making me tired.
It's exhausting.
Now you know why I'm off.
Now that's why you're so tired all the time. Like before we even started this, he was holding the flowers and he was like leaning back on there, and all of a sudden he was like, like, what are you doing? We're going on right now. You can't fall asleep.
And I'm sorry, I was unprepared today.
It's alright.
It's okay. But it's real, and it's real.
Through it. This is how it goes sometimes on a date night.
Boring? You're bored?
I didn't say that. I said sometimes the other one's not prepared. And then you kind of have to just make up conversation with everything.
Right? There you go. That's good. So
okay.
And it is about relationship, what we like to talk about.
Yeah.
You know?
We talk a lot about politics.
Yeah.
And we talk a lot about our kids, and we talk a lot about each other.
I love politics.
I know, now we do.
I always did.
I didn't know.
Why?
I didn't until last year.
Why not?
I never wanted to get involved in it.
Why?
I honestly thought it was stupid. I'm just like, so dumb and boring.
The way things went, it is
but then
stupid.
when our favorite orange color golden person got in, it was like, I loved hearing from him. Like, I loved hearing what he had to say.
Gold member?
Gold member. But I just loved hearing what he had to say.
Yeah. And,
you know, that he loves us as his people and, you know, our America and all this other stuff. And I just loved it. And now I still love hearing from him. When he was on this last time, I was like, oh my gosh, he's on. Because it was like, he reminds me a lot of my dad in a lot of ways. Like, especially the way he dances. And he's like, and my dad, he was like, you know.
Right? Yeah, your dad's awesome.
It'd be so funny to see him do that. It's just on his face like this. I would laugh so hard. The little quote on the bottom says, carry each other's burdens. And in this way, you will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6:2. Galatians 6:2.
What about those gas prices?
Oh my gosh. Freaking ridiculoso.
But when you've seen gas prices before, you could be happy that the oil field workers and but now
it's so uncertain.
Yeah, it's stupid. Sorry.
Don't be sorry, it is stupid.
It is stupid.
Don't need to be that high.
To all our oil field workers out there,
We love your
support
faces
you.
and we support you.
Yeah, we do support you.
God bless you and all that stuff.
And Cole.
Yeah. Light the way. Okay, so describe your idea of a perfect vacation for the two of us. Didn't I already do this one? It sounds familiar.
You didn't do that.
Not today, but I mean, did
No,
we
you didn't
did
do
we do this in the car?
I don't know.
We might have done this in the car. Okay, so describe the perfect vacation for the two of us. Where would we go?
Hawaii.
Where would we go?
Paris.
And what would we do?
Want to see patience?
What would you want to do together? Did you even hear me?
No. I was saying. See?
Where would we go? And what would we do together? Honey.
I'm just kidding.
G-rated.
No, come on, God.
Our children are watching this.
Go to Paris.
Oh, that will be amazing.
Paris, and even though I really don't like it, but I have never been over there, so I
We haven't ever been. I keep hearing clicking.
You know, I don't. And then to go just because over there, I think they, if I'm not mistaken, my brother said when they eat, they go to the restaurant, they're not just going in and then out. They sit there for a long time.
Yeah.
They visit.
Conversating.
They eat. They get brought in certain foods and they eat. And
It's like a cool 7-course.
Yeah, I can't remember how it is, but
well, kind of like what I picture it as, because I took French in junior high and high school, and they told us the same thing. Like when they go out to eat, they go out to eat.
Yeah,
they don't just sit there.
No,
it's kind of like in Italy, I think. Too,
yeah.
they do that. But
it's about family and
it's about conversation.
It's like date night stuff. You sit and eat instead of, I don't know. It's just
make conversation.
Same old cliche. Go eat. Go to a movie. Go home.
Yeah.
Whatever after that.
Whatever after that. Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
But there needs to be more. There's a lot out there that couples could do. You know.
Yeah, more than just
dinner, movie,
the regular.
The regular stuff. Cool. I don't know. Use your imagination.
When it's warmer, I don't mind doing that kind of stuff. But when it's cold, I want to stay home.
But back to the thing. That one's nice. It'd be cool to go see Paris, but Hawaii would be more better. With me in the sea and or the ocean.
They have water areas there.
Yeah, they have the sand.
I don't know
nice
what it is.
Warm.
I know they have the sand. Sand.
The music in the background. Luau's. It's late at night.
Go out to the beach still.
No, it'd be cool. I think.
They do the. You mean the fire
dance or the fire warrior? I don't know what it's called.
Fire warrior dance.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it'd be pretty cool.
And then, I would agree though to Paris or Hawaii. Yeah. Those would be amazing.
What part of Hawaii?
Well, we've wanted to go to Kauai for a long time. They have I want to say 17 different beaches or something.
I'd like to try to surf that, but I wouldn't.
Why? Got sharks?
No, because they don't like locals surfing in there.
You don't know that. Do you? You've had Hawaiians tell you that?
No, when I was in California surfing, the locals do not like them.
That's not Hawaii. That's totally different. Probably the same. You might get a Hawaiian that gets mad and say something.
You probably would say I was right. But I would love to go surfing. I'd love you to try it with
me. You can keep hoping and wishing for that, but it scares me too much.
Remember when we went to San Diego and we went snorkeling?
Yeah, and I almost drowned. Yeah, it was great.
It was only that deep.
Yeah, and I was inhaling the water. I almost drowned, and you're like, "Hey, look at this!" And they're like,
"Yeah," because I seen that shark.
Yeah, but I was like dying. And you're like, just pay attention to the stuff.
Kind of. But it's still pretty cool. But it
was so much fun inhaling all that salt water. Let me tell you.
But it was cool seeing the shark. But it wasn't a shark that you think
it was. It was the leopard sharks or the tiger sharks.
Leopard sharks.
Leopard sharks are good. Tiger sharks are scary.
Leopard sharks are bottom feeders. Tiger sharks
are human eaters.
They're pretty fierce.
Yeah, they're a bit more dangerous ones, I think. From
what do they call them?
From what the Discovery Channel was saying.
Don't you watch Shark
during
Week?
Shark Week. I've only watched it once.
What do we watch before? What do I always watch before we go to San Diego?
Shark Week.
I love it.
Why?
And then I'm out there on the board.
And he's like, "Come on, Sharkies."
No, there's no there's no waves. When you're getting waves, it goes by pretty fast.
Yeah.
Or you don't think of that stuff. But then I was sitting out there on my board. That's kind of heavy set then. And I had one of those.
You weren't really. You're about the same as you are now.
No, I wasn't. But anyway, I'm sitting out there on the surfboard. I turn around and because we're at La Jolla Beach and it's beautiful. You got all those beautiful houses. And then I'm just thinking, here I am in a black wetsuit on a surfboard, looking like a seal. And then all that stuff comes facing back. Then you get a wave and you forget about it. It's pretty cool. I love it.
I wouldn't be forgetting about it.
No.
That's scary. It says, those that say you can't take it with you never saw a car packed up for vacation. That was by Anonymous. Excuse me.
Eating.
I'm eating a dehydrated bagel thingy. Whatever they're called.
Dehydrated.
Bagel chip. Okay. Share some memories of our wedding day. What emotions were you feeling? What part of the ceremony stands out to you in your mind?
Do that again?
Share some memories of our wedding day.
Well, we went to
Tooele.
Tooele.
We were going to try to do Wendover. But then we found out, basically at the last minute, they don't do it there. Because it was kind of impromptu.
Well, your dad was there, and I was kind of scared.
Oh,
He just sat there smiling, looking at me. I was all nervous.
You're like, yeah.
But and then Maddox was there.
Mm-hmm.
And Todd.
Mm-hmm.
And the judge that married us was cool.
Yeah, he was cool. And then my phone went off in the middle and
Was it a cat? Was it a cat?
Yeah, it meowed. He's like, "Is there a cat in here?" I'm like, "That's just my phone."
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Life is comical if we really just let it be instead of being all serious and grr.
Yeah,
like
true.
I know how to do.
You know very well how to do that.
Sure. Yeah, and the guy at work told me that too. How come you're so nice on your podcast and then you're an asshole when you get to work? I didn't even do nothing to you. What are you talking about? You know who you are.
Maybe you just scuzz a lot and you just don't know that you're scuzzing. Because you do that sometimes. We've talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
We've talked about it.
Well, that's not.
How you're just like.
Yeah, I'll be looking at you and like, what are you looking at me like that for?
I don't know. I'm just doing it. Let's see. In Songs of Solomon, for chapter 4, verse 9, he says, "You have stolen my heart, my sister, my bride. You have stolen my heart with one glance of your eyes." Wow. That's a scripture. I don't know who he's talking to.
I think we need more scriptures.
Or scriptural things.
Yeah. Well, and like when we did the podcast on angels, and I think people really like that stuff.
Yeah, they do.
We're having a little slow go at the date night thing.
Sometimes that's how it goes, guys. Sometimes date nights go slow.
You have to work for it, right?
It's true.
But it's all good. It also gets me used to
being on
here and having to talk, because usually you and Bree are you just sit back and yep, you're right.
That's true. Right now, we're going to do this one.
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Oh, yeah.
Hello again. Oh, dang it again. Okay.
Maybe I want you to play that show.
I don't think I have permission to play that song.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
There's not one I sing.
No.
So,
Yes.
is that my phone? Wow.
Oh,
Nobody has really said anything except for, well,
Lisa.
Lisa said something. So, if anybody wants to say anything, please do. We should be on here a few more minutes, and then, yeah.
What the?
Maddox is probably sleeping downstairs on the chair. What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Because Sandy came upstairs, so
Oh, well,
I think he's sleeping.
maybe. That was a great song. That
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
I did that one, what, like 4 years ago, I think?
Because I drive you crazy?
No. No, I think just impatience in general, or trying to be patient with people can drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll be prepared next time, though. Next week. It'll be better.
be prepared. I can do be prepared by Lion King.
That's awesome.
Be prepared.
But I love your songs. So that's one of the reasons why I like doing these, so we can hear you sing.
Thank you.
It's amazing. And Auntie B and her songs. And
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Let's see.
Man, if they were doing a drinking game right now, with all my ums and your let's see,
Let's see. Drinking game.
they would be toe up.
Maybe we can do that.
Do a drinking game?
Hey, that would be fun. What? That'd be cool. Come a game like that.
Do a drinking game.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be funny.
And then have people interact.
Yeah, right? Why is that? I just
I don't know.
noticed that was there.
Which one were you looking for?
Oh, just something that goes along with this one.
I've seen people do this on podcasting too.
Mhm.
They just talk and looking for stuff. I don't know. That's kind of like our life.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
Nobody to hang out with, and go out and do stuff with.
it's true.
I guess that's just the way things are today. I can remember back when I was little. Gosh, aunts, uncles, they'd all get together and
Us too. Yeah.
I'd drink coffee and smoke cigarettes. And
Well, they didn't do that at our place.
well, I'm just saying.
They would drink Diet Coke and have Jolly Ranchers or something, bake cookies.
But that's what I remember when I was younger. You know?
Yeah.
Coffee and cigarettes. Gosh, and they'd talk for hours. I'm serious. And they'd drink. I never seen old ladies drink so much coffee in my life. My grandma.
Were they going to the bathroom all the time?
I don't know. I'd
be going to the bathroom.
They'd come every day. Seemed like every day.
Yeah.
And they'd be just smoking and drinking coffee. And then we'd go to their house and do the same. You know, they'd
take turns at each other's houses.
And that was cool. It was a good time.
That's awesome.
Now nobody even wants to come to your door. But that's good.
Yeah, but with everything that's going on, everybody's like
What's
too
going on?
scared to go to anybody's door. I know. I agree.
Oh no! I coughed in my hands. It'll be
I
okay.
know.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I know. Not in your hands.
Let's see.
Yeah, don't do that.
What?
Yeah, this one here.
No.
Yes.
No.
Why?
I know. They don't go with the thing.
Okay.
They don't. No. That goes with it.
This one goes with it. You don't
No.
do that
This
one. This one? I don't.
Sometimes it could be a wrecking ball. We're just looking for a song. So, hold on. Sorry. But I do love your songs, and I do love when you play them on your other podcasts.
Thank you. Oh, we should do this one. We should end with this one.
Okay.
Because it's definitely about patience.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, we will end with this song. And
next time we'll be more prepared.
Yeah,
Sorry, but
definitely.
thanks for hanging out with us. And
yeah, for those of you that did,
Yeah.
for those of you that shall, we love your faces. We don't know who you are. We might know some of you, but we don't know who you are right now.
Maybe.
Unless you say something. But we hope you guys have a great night.
And now we're gonna go to dinner and.
Well, right now I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
So, stay nice. We're gonna go to dinner and bake a cake.
Maybe.
Or
maybe
pie.
not. You do that peach one?
Yeah, we can make a
peach
pie.
pecan?
See, there's stuff you can do right there.
Yeah, make
Just
food
cook.
together.
Yeah, make food together. That's awesome.
Yeah. Some people like that. You guys could like make stuff.
But I think we should do a drinking game.
Come
on, it'd be fun.
Maybe like espresso drinking game.
Okay, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I'm just kidding.
Okay, love y'all. Have a great night. And
See ya. Thank you for watching.
Okay, here we go. I guess I should play. This song is like the ultimate
COVID
song.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
I suffered much and given all, for many healers can, but nothing better, only worse, an overwhelming load to bear, until I'm ready to lay down and die. But from the window I hear this hope-filled cry. A man named Jesus has come to heal us. And suddenly my faith comes alive. If I get close enough to touch, close enough to heal, somehow I know I if I'm close enough, close enough to feel His healing power so real. Now I believe there's a miracle for me if I'm close enough to touch. I press my way into the crowd and touch the Master's clothes. A perfect cure felt deep inside. He turned to ask, I turned to hide. I'm afraid to reveal what was done. How I called on His power to right this wrong. But this is Jesus. He's here to heal us. I fall at His feet and tell Him I came close enough to touch, close enough to heal. Faith, let me know I'd be whole if I was close enough, close enough to feel His love for me so real. I will believe there are miracles for me when I'm close enough to touch. Down on my knees as He turns to leave. His eyes seem to say, just believe, always believe that He's close enough to touch.